Okay, so this morning I want to talk to you about do all customers tell you lies? I had two jobs yesterday where both customers weren't completely honest with the truth. So let's deal with the first one first. Gentleman rings me, Peugeot 307. He's got a key, but the key doesn't start the car. He's bought the key from eBay, and it needs reprogramming. So I turn up at the house, 2 up 2 down, new build. He's got an £80,000 Tesla on the driveway. He tells me the first story that he's just bought the car and the key was working, and now the key's not working. So I look at the key. The key is an AKRM16, so it's chip on board. But when I undo the key, there's a chip, a loose chip, inside the casing. So I asked him, I said, why was there a loose chip in the casing if it's a chip on board? So then he starts to kind of waffle really, and tell me that no matter what it costs, can you just get my car so it can start, because I just want to get rid of it. But 30 minutes ago he told me that he'd just bought it. So already you're starting to think, well, he's not completely telling me the truth here. Anyway, I get in the car, put the programmer on the Smart Pro. We go through the process, put a PIN code in, and we program the key to the car. The problem is we've then programmed the key, and for whatever reason the key will not manually program to the central locking. I not only spent about an hour trying to do it myself, thinking, well, am I doing something wrong? I looked online, I looked on all the different apps. I even called my guru and mentor, Scott Fox, to see whether I was doing anything wrong, but we went through a similar process and it wouldn't work. So eventually I spoke to him and told him that we need to cut a brand new key. Instead of using his, clearly something's wrong, let's use one of mine, AKRM16, and let's do that. Anyway, he said okay. So simple process, copied his key, got my AKRM, went to the vehicle, literally seconds, programmed the key. The key started the car. I then took the key out of the ignition, put the key back in the ignition, turned it to ACC, so it was the furthest it could go without starting. Pressed lock for 10 seconds, took my finger off, turned the key to off, pull the key out, waited 10 seconds, press lock, indicators flashed, and the central locking programmed to the key. So in the end we got there, but I think the problem was I don't believe that the key was ever working. I don't believe that he'd just bought the car, because when I looked at the car, there must have been at least a year's crap and leaves around the tyres. I didn't believe any of his stories really. But, fine, he paid. But my point in this very short video is that I always say to a customer, if I come out and I'm programming and I'm messing with your own key, if it doesn't program and it can't be done, then there's a £40 fee. If I come out and it programs, then the fee for me programming it is £80 to £100. But I always let them know that if I spend time trying to do a job, and through either them not telling me the truth or because their particular key won't work, there's a £40 fee. It's as simple as that. So again, just be aware that when customers do speak to you on the phone, that they never tell you the truth.